There. Welcome to week one of the Razor's Edge with me, Dr. Loxley, and you're watching Lockspot Live. Okay, so how has things been for the last week for me? So, for those who remember, I've been using my Nabu-X to try and chronicle my exercise and trying to just get a little bit, fitter, a bit more healthier every time I happen to add this on the end because, as I've been saying to people, I'm not going to start becoming this healthy person. I'm just trying to be a bit more, yeah. So, what have I done? This week I've mainly, when possible, I've walked rather than, taking tubes and stuff. Try to take as many stairs as possible, just general things like that. I have also, when I've come back from work, gone for a walk on the block, which is roughly a mile. That is very interesting because I do quite a bit of walking anyway. I do about 40 minutes each way to work and back, on either side. So adding another 20 minutes, a mile, 20 minutes isn't really that much in comparison to what I'm already doing, but it is still more. Again, this came in very handy, so I can help track this sort of stuff to see what I'm doing, compare, busy days, not busy days, and see also, well, what are you doing while at work? 'Cause it's a very fascinating thing to see. So I added another mile to that every day, and it was interesting as the week was progressing. Every time I felt that in order to try and keep at the same level of exercise, my heart is going the same type, my breathing is still, I'm still feeling the same type of tiredness, per se. I found that I needed to end up doing more, that I needed to walk faster, and yesterday, in fact, I even caught myself for the first time in years, speaking quite literally now, for the first time in pretty much years, I actually went for a run. It wasn't very long, I have to be honest, it wasn't very long, but I ran, and jog, run, it wasn't sprinting or anything, and it felt good, it did feel good, and so I have the great joy of saying that this week's weigh-in. So last week was 16 stone 8 pounds. This week, 16 stone 2 pounds. So I've lost 6 pounds, give or take. There's a possibility of food and water and this sort of stuff thrown in, but let's say a good 4, just for and I'm over the moon about that. Absolutely fantastic. I expected to stay the same. Now, bear in mind, my previous lifestyle was just a continuously getting worse. So my thought was, I'm not really changing my diet that much. Yes, I am cutting out. I'm not going to have a takeaway every 2 days or 3 days or something. I'm not going to eat a big, massive pile of KFC every Saturday. But I'm not going to, I'm not dieting, really. I'm not calorie counting. I'm still having chocolate now and then, maybe the occasional donut at work. But what I wanted to see was what sort of thing would a little bit of extra exercise do. And yes, it's only week one. We've all watched things like The Biggest Loser, and week one is always the big week, and week two is always hard, and yeah, we get that. But still, I wanted to see. So I expected that without really changing the diet, and instead just simply doing some extra exercise, what that would happen it would level out the weight. So therefore, it wouldn't get any better, but it wouldn't get any worse. That's what I expected. That was my, But to see it actually go down is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So, what is the plan for moving on? My plan is, now, I suppose I need to go back. So, here is what we've got for today. See, this is what I've done today. I've walked 5 miles, 12,000 steps, burned off 3.7 thousand calories, and last night I slept for 7 hours 7 minutes. And again, what is interesting is looking at the light sleep versus dark sleep. Basically, my alarm's going off at 6:30 for me to go to work, and it's kind of tearing me out of a deep sleep. So one of the things I'm looking to do is actually get up earlier, maybe 6 o'clock. So half an hour earlier should be in light sleep at the time, and as such, I should feel more awake because I'm not being torn out of a deep sleep cycle. And using the extra half an hour to do another lap around the place. At the moment, I'm also getting the tube back from work because it saves quite a bit of extra time. I'm going to be adding another walking there. So what this is going to result in is an additional 40 minutes per day walking, jogging, running, whatever. Brisk walking is probably going to be where it's at for most of the time, but if I do the occasional jog, that'd be great. And so it'll be interesting to tune in next week and see what's happened. Now, like I said, traditionally, I've watched TV, I know what the situation is. Week 2 is when your body begins to react to the whole situation. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Does my body start fighting back, putting on muscle, or whatnot? We'll see. That's why I'm cranking up again and add another 40 minutes exercise. But I am genuinely, already, just 1 week into this, I am feeling better. A lot. In myself. Some of the health problems I was experiencing before are already starting to alleviate. And I'm finding, like I said, that as I'm doing more, even just day to day, it's getting easier, and like it feels natural to push more. Maybe that's the adrenaline or the endorphins talking, or maybe it's just my body saying, you can do better. I don't know. But it's a really... it feels like it's a positive experience, So yeah, the walking shoes I bought. I bought some walking shoes, some trainers. I bought some trainers for the first time in I don't know how long. I've just worn boots. They were a pair of Skechers Go Walk 2, I think it was. Really comfortable, just like wearing socks, but not. Really, really good. So that's what I've been wearing. Again. It actually, while wearing boots, you have a walk, and I put these on, and it's as if they're, I don't know, maybe that's because of how they're shaped, but it makes me want to walk larger strides, faster strides, put more effort into what I'm doing, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. As I said, I'm totaling in, apparently this week, so it's going to be interesting to compare with next week. Apparently, this week I have walked a total of... Sorry, I need to calculate this, because it's split it in an annoying way. It doesn't do... You can't set how it does weeks, it does how it wants to do weeks. So let me just do this. I want to tell you how many miles I've walked this week to compare with how many miles I've walked last week and what it's showing for calorie burn, because it also takes into account your simply being alive calories, because remember, the average person burns X number of calories by just simply existing. So, miles, it's got... Sorry, this is extremely entertaining for you all, isn't it? So I've done a total of 31.7 miles. 31.7 miles in the past week. So divide that by 7, that works out as being 4.5 miles a day. Not bad. Not bad. And for calories... 25,700 in exercise. Not bad, not bad. So let's see. It'll be interesting to watch this back later and see how it goes. Hopefully it'll be doing well. I've got myself a little music mix to listen to, and yeah, good first week. Good first week. So I'll see you guys next week for another Razor's Edge. Until then, stay safe and be excellent to each other.